Good afternoon, Jocks Memorial School. It's time to find out what wacky location I will be reading from your principal, Mr. O'Connell. And before I let you know, I just want to share with all of you how proud I am. You have done an excellent job with our PTO reading raiser. You've raised lots of money to support our PTO, and you've read over 10,000 minutes with all the other students from Heron Pond, and you met my challenge, our goal of 2,000 last week. And because you did that, I am going to read from a wacky location. And you may have remembered last week casting a vote with your teacher for what wacky location I will be reading from. And guess what? The winning vote, the winning location is for me to read you a story from the roof of our school, Jocks Memorial. And the book I'm going to read is How to Read a Story. And Mr. Haggett and Mrs. Cox are here to help me do this safely. Let's go. All right, boys and girls, I'm on top of the roof here at Jocks Memorial School, and I want to thank you all for joining us this evening for our Literacy Night event. I want to thank Mrs. Brigagliano, Mrs. Kelleher, our reading specialist, and all our Title I tutors that are here tonight as well. And of course, our special guests from the Wadley Library that have joined us this evening. The story I'm going to read to you is written by Kate Messner and illustrated by Mark Siegel. And the title of this story is How to Read a Story. How to read a story. Step 1, find a story, a good one. It can have princesses and castles, if you like that sort of thing, or witches and trolls, as long as they're not too scary. Step 2, find a reading buddy, a good one. A buddy can be older or younger, or a person your age, or maybe not a person at all. Make sure your reading buddy is nice and snuggly, and make sure you both like the book. If you don't agree, then go back to step 1. Sometimes it takes a few tries to find just the right book. Step 3, find a cozy reading spot. Outside is fun, but not if it's very cold. Unless you have thick woolen blankets and hats and scarves and cups of steaming hot cocoa. And not if it's very hot. Unless you have trees to shade you from the sun, a hammock to catch cool breezes, and tall glasses of icy lemonade. Inside is good. Couches are cozy. So are chairs big enough for two. Just be careful not to get stuck. Step 4, look at the book's cover. Can you guess what it's about? Read the title. That might be a clue. The Princess, the Dragon, and the Robot. Step 5, open the book. This is the exciting part. Read the story in a loud, clear voice, not too slow and not too fast. You can point to the words if you like, but you don't have to do that. Once upon a time. Step 6. When the characters talk, whatever's being said, say it in a voice to match who's talking. I will save the kingdom. I am the most powerful in all the land. I'm hungry for lunch. Soon the castle will be mine. Beep, boop, boop. Step 7. No matter what you read, hold the book so your buddy can see the pictures. Buddies get impatient when they can't see well. Step 8. If there are words you don't know, try sounding them out or looking at the pictures to see what makes sense. They were afraid the dragon would burn down the the castle. If you need a break, you can pause for a minute and talk to your reading buddy to predict what you think might happen next. Will the castle catch on fire? Will the princess tame the dragon? Will the robot marry the princess? Will the horse make friends with the dragon? Will the dragon eat them all for lunch? Step 9. When you get to the exciting parts, make your voice sound exciting too. Who dares disturb me in my cave? The dragon growled. Oh dear, oh no. The robot was so scared all his metal plates rattled. What would they do? But the princess tackled that dragon and held him down. You must promise you leave our kingdom in peace. When you and your buddy can't stand it a second longer, turn the page to read how things worked out. The dragon promised and decided it was better being friends, and they all lived happily ever after. Step 10. When the book is over, say the end. And then, if it was a really good story, go right back to the beginning and start all over again. Boys and girls, I hope you enjoyed this story, how to read a story. And I want to thank you all for the hard work you did to raise money and to read books as part of our PTO Reading Raiser. Have a good night. All right, boys and girls, I made it safely down from a roof here at Jocks Memorial School. I just want to remind everyone that climbing on roofs and ladders is dangerous. I had a lot of help, so I made sure I could do this safely. So please, boys and girls, no climbing on roofs, climbing up ladders. That's something you should always have an adult do. I hope you enjoyed the story. Enjoy the rest of the night.